The name's Bond. Jimmy Bond. Here's the thing, guys. Guys? Yeah, you and the ghost behind you. The thing is, I don't really know how I even have friends. Because it's like, when I am friends with someone, you're practically like a really close one, right? And I've noticed this pattern with me. I don't know what label the psychiatrists or psychologists are gonna give me, but it's like, I'm either like really deeply in friendship with you, or you just mean nothing to me. Like that's the thing. Like, I'm not necessarily like slightly chill with someone, and then I just do. I care, like my caring level is like either at the very very bottom, or it's like at the very very top. It's never been in the middle and shit, right? And people often assume that I'm just a meanie and a rude person because of this. And it's like, sure, I mean, I don't really care about you, so like, I don't really care what you think, but it gets to a point, right? And I'm really lucky because I found my people. I found good friends that I can actually like feel loved, feel appreciated, with me still being like a weirdo, antisocial type of guy. But yeah, what keeps I feel like my bonds alive is the fact that I constantly put an effort to keep them alive. It's not like, many people, they get something good and they just forget to put any effort in it, right? I'm actively checking up on my friends, of course. I love these guys. But some people, they're just like, oh yeah, 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 she loves me now, so I can get fat and shit. Who cares? And that mindset is quite damaging because were you just healthy because you wanted to get someone? And then it's like, oh, yeah, red flag. And at the end of the day, it's eventually gonna end up being all about you. Ego moment, but think about it. If you weren't friends with those top 3 people you're friends with, would your lifestyle be different? I don't believe mine would. That's not saying my friends didn't have an impact on me. Of course, the impact they've had on me is massive and it sped up my growth. But even without them, I would still want to grow. I would still want to keep being disciplined, to keep participating in activities that will enhance my quality of life and my moral self. And when people forget to do that, most people are just, oh, let me get a healthy body to look hot for the girls. It's a very shallow endeavor because the main goal shouldn't be the side quests, right? The main goal shouldn't be the side quests. You can't really go all in on your gambling endeavor and just not focus on your actual job. Just like that, you can't go all in on just, getting the body for the girls. Because what happens after you get the girl? What happens after your muscles have been seen too many times? You're just a boring shell of a person. This is why you need to care for yourself, man. Love yourself enough to not crave the validation of others, because everyone is messed up. Everyone is insecure. Nobody is like better than you, but there are many people better than you. So yeah, try to be better than you were yesterday. And when you're in competition with yourself, first of all, it's easy to win when you're at the bottom, right? Even studying 2 hours for a day will put you above your yesterday self. It starts getting harder as you get to the top, right? As you start to improve more and more, it's like less and lesser things you can improve about yourself. And that's what's beautiful about getting better. And I feel like I've, tried countering this whole thing about only being like extremely attached or like zero by starting to like approach more people, by starting to make more friends, starting just, introducing myself more. In college, I've been like, talking to like some of the guys. It's like cool. We're all chill. And even I've made some online friends. There's people from like, other parts of my country. There's some people from different countries. I have a friend who's a Jew now. I don't know if I can really count them a friend, but like, whatever. I know someone who's a Jew. Whoa, boom. Reference. But yeah, I do love my friends and I love my cousin's sister. In fact, this whole thing, I was very, very obsessed with like having siblings as a child. Like, I would always beg my parents, like, just give me another brother or sister, right? Of course, I didn't get one. And that meant that, like, for a long time, I believed it was like, I'm an only child, it's shit, it's bad. But like, low-key, I love my cousins, right? My cousin's sister, I talk to her so much. And we be bonding so much these days. And I feel like it all started that night and I was like crying. I think it was during boats. I was like bawling my eyes out. And I was like, I've been such a shit brother, Like, so what if she's my cousin? Still my sister. And I was bawling my eyes out and I told her, I'm gonna be a better brother for you and I'm gonna be more present in your life, whether you like it or not. She does like it, right? I think she does. Ooh. But yeah, I'm being a better brother overall, even to my other cousins. You know, and these guys love me. You know, I have this like 6-year-old cousin, and whenever I go to their place, I try to leave, and he hugs my leg, forcing me to stay with him. And you know, he always wants me to pick him up, even though I'm like hella weak right now. I don't know what happened. You know, I don't know what disease, what disorder shit's going on, but it's like I'm bulking up and my weight's still going down. This is like one of those corny things that you'll see on Facebook. What do I tell my dietitian when I ate 4,000 calories and my weight is still the same? Fast metabolism, skinny boy type shit. And it's like, that's literally what's happening. What's going on? This doesn't make any sense. So I gotta start, you know, eating more and shit. But yeah, I basically replaced like the lack of having siblings with my cousins. And you know what? If you don't have cousins, replace it with friends. Because at the end of the day, it's all just people. And blood doesn't really play much of a part except for establishing a relationship at birth. But yeah, as you move throughout life, your blood matters less and less. Genetic connection matters less and less. And a more spiritual connection, a more moral, a more loving connection is what matters. So yeah, focus on that. You know, we can't have everything that we wanted to have, but we have been given a lot. Right? Even if you can watch this video, you have been given a lot. So we need to appreciate what we have. And we just need to start, you know, at least try to keep getting better. We need to try to keep getting better. Because that's who we are. That's what we do. We do good for ourselves. And then we do good for people so that they can do good for themselves. And we're going to actively try to make the world a better place, a happier place. Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? That's a cool thing to do. That's rad. Anyway, good night.